Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Epic Storm team call. We're kind of winging it tonight. Well, I am. I just got back from Chicago. I just flew in a little bit ago. And we have a super exciting guest speaker on tonight. And she is taking time away from her family right now in New York City. They just got there today. So I'm very excited that she's doing this for us. So I'm not going to waste any time. We can get to recognition later. I'm going to go ahead and introduce her so that we can get going with this call. But y'all know it's Jatana Jackson. She is my upline. She has some pretty impressive stats, and there's probably more than I'm about to name, but here is her stats that we have here. She's a 10-star diamond. She's been elite 2 times. If you don't know what that means, we will talk about it later, but you need to look it up. She is the founder of Epic Empire. She was in Country Heat. She's a cast member, and she's a Success Club legend. Jatana Jackson, she's someone I've admired and I stalked for a while before I signed up under her. You guys need to get your pens out, take notes, listen, put your phones down. Okay, I'm handing it over to you, Jatana.
Awesome. Thank you, Ren. Y'all are so blessed to have Ren as your leader. She is a rock star. Girlfriend just has natural talent, has a passion and love for what she does. So just take part in that, or feel blessed, because honestly, not everybody has that blessing. I don't have that blessing. So just be thankful that you guys are with an awesome team. You're a part of Epic Empire. You're part of that family as well. So you just have a wealth of knowledge and resource at your fingertips, which is, like I said, such a blessing. I wish I had that when I first signed up as a coach. I didn't. I literally had to sink or swim kind of thing. So definitely take full advantage of that. Anyway, so you are awesome, Ren. And kudos to you, girlfriend. All right, I am in a hotel in New York City. As you can see, the little skyline thing behind me. And we're right in what's it called? Times Square. You can tell I'm a South Carolina girl, and I'm I've never been here before. But literally our hotel, I can see Times Square. If I walk out and turn right, it's right there. Which blows my mind, and it's part of my story. But anyways, my name's Jana. I am literally just a stay-at-home mom and if there's any interruptions, it's because I'm in the breakfast area and there's people walking in and out. So super informal. It's better than my kids jumping on the bed behind me. That would have been a hot mess. I've been sit down. Sorry. Anyways, before Beachbody, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was very depressed and tired, and I think you guys have heard my story sometimes, but I always like to say it again because it's literally what got me started in this and is the core of why I keep going. I was tired, depressed, lonely. That was a big thing. But I had everything I'd ever wanted. I had a beautiful home. I had a supportive husband. We were not financially hurting. We didn't live paycheck to paycheck. We weren't rolling in the dough or anything, but he was doing really well in his government career. And I had 2 little ones, and I remember laying on the playroom floor one day, and I was laying and staring at the ceiling, and I had one crawling over my stomach, and the other one was playing in his little kitchen thing. And I was thinking, I am so miserable right now. I'm bored out of my mind. I feel fat and tired. I feel I don't accomplish anything all day long except for watch Good Morning America and eat my Chick-fil-A and play with my kids and change diapers. That's my day. What is up with that? I went to college. I have a degree. I was driven. I was student body president in college. I had things that I wanted to accomplish, but I knew deep down in my heart that I wanted to be at home with my kids. And so there was this weird conflicting moment for me, literally laying there going, I know that I have so much capabilities, and I know that I have a drive and a passion, but I don't know what it's for. But I also know that my whole life, all I wanted to do was be able to be a stay-at-home mom for my kids. So it was really conflicting, and I was confused. I remember, this is going to sound really cheesy, but it's a moment in my head. I was I want to have business cards. I want to have business cards. I don't know what for. I don't want to sell Mary Kay, but I just want to feel I'm doing something outside of being a mommy or being a wife. And my other struggle was, and I hope I'm not talking too quietly. I'm just trying not to like share my whole story to these people over here. Maybe I'll sign them all up as coaches. I think they're from India or something. They probably think I'm crazy. Anyways, the other thing that I battled with is I felt really lonely. Like in Northern Virginia, in the busyness of like DC area, you just don't have a connection with people. And you guys might relate in terms of being a mom. Like getting out of the house is an event. Like you have to have the energy and a plan of action and the diaper bag, and you're like, I'd just rather stay home. Everything's here. I don't have any chaos. Or I'd like to just drive in my car. My kids are strapped in the car seat and sit and drive. I used to drive down the road literally and just listen to the radio and drive because they were safe, they were strapped in, and they couldn't crawl on me or hurt each other. So that was my life, and I was miserable. And I remember I wanted to get in shape, so I looked up, I had tried P90X in the past, and it was awful. It was not the program for me. Doing pull-ups on pull-up bars was just like, not Jatana. So I saw Insanity on an infomercial when I was nursing my baby one night, and I was like, you know what? I really don't have that in my budget right now to buy it. So I'm going to post on Facebook. Does anybody own Insanity? And this was back when I had like 150 friends. Okay. So I posted on Facebook, and a lady at my church said, I have it. You want to borrow it? You can borrow it if you want. I was like, sweet. So I went to church, got Insanity. Yeah. I put it in the first time, and I was like, what the heck is this craziness? Are you insane? Okay. Insanity makes sense, right? I about died. So I was like, you know what? I'll keep going. I think I got 4 days in, and I got a stomach bug. And I was like, okay, well, crap, I can't work out now. And then, after you get the stomach bug, you're like, you have no energy at all. And you like have to recuperate with your body. So I just never jumped back in. I think maybe 3 months went by, and I was like, okay, now it's almost summertime. Now I'm going to work out. You know how Facebook does those memories? Like those posts come back up, and I'm like, man, if I could find those people that are posting, like, I really wish I could work out and I don't know what to do. I remember 6 years ago today, I posted, why does good food taste bad and bad food taste good? That was my post today, 6 years ago. I'm like, I need to find those posts of people that post the exact same thing because I know how they're feeling. Anyways, so I tried to do Insanity several times, and I kept failing. So I got on the message board, which is like old school Beachbody. It's how the network happened before Facebook was involved. People would communicate on these message boards, kind of like in college back in the day too. They used to have these message boards. And they would start threads. So they'd be like Insanity thread, and you would like read, and people would comment on each other. Like pregnancy websites and stuff where they do those too. Well, it's very similar to that. Like I got on this thread, and I found this woman. She had 2 kids the same age as mine. She was out in Utah, and she was doing Insanity, and she had a before and after picture. And I was like, all right, if this girl has 2 kids and she can finish this program, I know I can do this. I'm going to reach out to her. So I emailed her, random stranger, and I'm like, I need help. I got 2 kids, and I have Insanity DVDs, and I had bought 2 bags of Shakeology because I read on some coach's blog that you had to have Shakeology and do Insanity or it wasn't going to work. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go buy Shakeology. So I went and bought Shakeology, and I bought 2 bags because I didn't want to do the auto ship thing, and Insanity is 60 days. So I bought 2 bags of Shakeology at one time. Probably became somebody's customer. They lost that one. Anyways, she messaged me back, and she said, yeah, let's connect on Facebook. So we got on Facebook, and she put me into a challenge group. And I remember in the challenge group, I was like, this is so cool. Like, I want to wake up in the morning, and I'm like, hey girls, what you doing? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to work out today. I'm going to go buy shoes today. What shoes do you guys want to wear? What shoes do you guys wear for Insanity? Oh, I did my sweaty self. Like, I totally digged the challenge group. One, because I was so lonely. Like, my husband was at work, and he provides emotional support like crazy, but it's boring at home. I mean, let's admit it. Sometimes it's really boring talking about Lightning McQueen and Goo Goo Gaga all day. So it was really fun to connect with. And remember, I only had 150 friends on Facebook, and I wasn't in my hometown. So fun to connect in that challenge group. And I thrived in there because I got a sense of community that I was lacking. But I was also getting support. Like, I didn't want to let these ladies down in this challenge group. I'd committed to something. And so on the days where I was struggling, I would jump in there and I'd be like, Angela, I don't want to work out today. Somebody just kicked my butt. And I still today do that on my Facebook page, my groups. But, and they helped me get through it. I got into 7 weeks of insanity. I was getting shredded. Like every mommy belly part was turning into like a 6-pack. It was insane. Insanity. And it became to me like, and I don't want to be sacrilegious or anything, but I'm a believer and I'm very passionate about my faith. And I share with people what's changed my life. Like I'm a different person than the wild 18-year-old that went to nightclubs in Myrtle Beach. Okay. I love Jesus now and I'm totally different. And I tell people about that all the time with a passion because it's changed my life. Well, that's the same thing with Beachbody. So when I became, I got my transformation with Sandy, I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, moms, there's this like challenge group thing and you like get on Facebook and everybody's friends and they hold you accountable. I was telling everybody. I wasn't a coach at the time. I was just super excited because it had done something for me. It filled holes in my life that I needed filled. It got me in shape. I got passionate each day about getting up in the morning and getting my workouts in. And I think at 7 weeks, I was like, I had invited one of my friends to the challenge group and she's like, no, she can't be in the challenge group unless I'm her coach. And I'm like, well, how do you become a coach? And she told me about it. She never offered it or anything like that. And she told me about it and I was like, you know what? Like I want business cards. That thought went in my mind. I was like, I want to like own my own business. That sounds cool. And I'm so passionate about this experience that I'm already like naturally wanting to tell everybody about it. I had been posting Insanity Day 2, Insanity Day 3. It's so funny to see it in my own Facebook post. But I was already posting about my workouts and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to research it a little bit. So I researched it and saw a bunch of YouTube videos. And I felt really loyal to the girl who had helped me get my transformation. So I didn't like go sign with another coach. I did have a phone call with one other top coach and I made a moral decision of like, you know what? She's poured her heart on me. She deserves this coach. So I went with my coach and I signed up and immediately I was like, okay, Josh, I got to go Emerald. She told me, this is the first thing she told me, you got to go Emerald and you got to hit Success Club. Like those are the two things you got to do in your first month. And I was like, okay. Done. I'll do it. I'll go Emerald and I'll hit Success Club. And if I have to go door to door in my neighborhood, I'm going to make this thing happen. That's just my personality. So I went Emerald. I signed my husband and I signed my best friend who wanted vegan Shakeology at a discount and was a Mary Kay lady. So she wasn't working the business. She has an awesome spot in our team, which is crazy to me. But that's kind of how I got started. And since then, it's turned into this crazy whirlwind that, guys, if you like seriously decide and commit to this and you're consistent, the sky's the limit. And I am not anything extraordinary. I literally was just staying home I've changed over time because I've done personal development and I've got excited about making my presence on social media fun and exuberant and drawing people in. I look at old pictures and I'm like, ooh, it's tired and sad looking. It was really bad. But so my first year as a coach, I was an Emerald for 9 months. Me, 10-star, 6-figure earner. I was an Emerald for 9 months, but I'm going to caveat that I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't have a team. My coach was a newbie coach herself. I might have made her go Emerald being the other coach. So don't think, oh, well, I have 9 months to be Emerald because Jatana was. No, you guys have so much at your fingertips that there's no reason why you have to stay Emerald that long. So anyways, I was Emerald for almost a year. I went to my first summit in Las Vegas, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I'm like, oh my gosh, here I am, the stay-at-home mom. I'm flying to Vegas by myself. This is so cool. And I went to Summit, and there was like 9,000 people there, which is crazy because now there's like 50,000. And I saw these vibrant, happy people all around me. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this isn't church, but like, this is a whole nother level like that. Like, this is really cool. This is a cult. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. Just a bunch of positive, inspiring people all around you who are from all walks of life, who have lost weight on all different levels, and they're just there to love on each other. And so I was like, this is me. Like, I'm done. This is it. After Summit, my first year, I think it was in 2014 or 2013, I said, this is it. I want to be a 5-star. My first goal was like, I want to be a 5-star. 5 stars got to sit down at the bottom in front of the stage, and that's what I wanted to do. I don't know why. I'm like very goal oriented on things like that. Everybody has their thing. That's my thing. And so I said, I'm going to go all in. Well, I went all in, but I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I didn't have anybody to mentor me because I wasn't part of the team. So I had to think, what am I going to do? I got to start my own team. And I thrive on recognition. So I thought, well, who's going to recognize me? I don't have an upline that's like shouting my name from the rooftops, and I need a driver. I guess I got to get the company's attention. I got to do it big, because if I'm going to get recognized, the only person that's going to recognize me is Beachbody. So I got to do something big. So we created Epic Empire, and it was little just like this. This was before Zoom. We used to jump on phone calls where everybody had to meet their line. We'd do a conference call, and we talked over the phone. And it just started small, and I made Success Club a non-negotiable in my business. I was going to hit SC5 no matter what. If I hit SC10, awesome. If I hit SC50, woohoo. But I hit SC5 no matter what every single month. Because, guys, that's kind of the blood of your business. Like, if your body's functioning, it needs the blood to be moving all around to make all of your organs work. Well, that's Success Club for you. If you aren't adding new people to challenge groups or adding new coaches to your team every single month, the wheel's not going to turn. It's not going to happen. So Success Club for me was one of those non-negotiables. I didn't let 1 month. I've gone 48 months in Success Club, and I've just never let it fall. And there's been times where it's the last day of the month, and I had like 4 points, and I had to figure it out. And it's those moments when, like, you realize what you're capable of. You dig in. And I remember Ren's had some of those moments where she's like, I got it in the last minute. Where you dig in and you send like a bazillion invites and you do a bazillion follow-ups because all you just want is those 2 last points. But the fruit that comes from that intense labor, it continues to compound for the rest of the months of the year. And I want to get to Team Cup, because that's kind of what Team Cup is like. I said this in the Beachbody Champions page when I talked. Whenever I do the Team Cup, I go as hard and as big as I can for 30 days, meaning I send 20 invites a day. I do follow-ups like crazy. I go through my inbox and I shake the tree is what I like to call it. You shake the tree, and people start, and they're like, oh, yeah, I was going to do that. I forgot all about that, Melanie. So I do a ton of follow-ups. I do a ton of invites, and I might not hit Success Club crazy in the Team Cup. I might only hit 15 points, who knows? But the compound of that over the next couple months is insane. It will continue to grow your business. But so Success Club, absolutely, hands down, non-negotiable. Do not let the month pass by without hitting Success Club. It's possible, but you have to be consistent every single day. And it's not that hard to be consistent. When I say every single day, and it sounds like a tedious task, like really, how hard is it to take a workout selfie and talk about how you feel when you did your workout? It's holding you accountable to your own workouts. That's what I mean by consistent. Showing that you're doing it, that it's changing your life. You have to be consistent in that area on social media. You have to be vulnerable. You got to share your heart. You got to share that you're struggling just like the lady next door, but you're getting it done. Because that's what's going to inspire people to move. You got to share your weaknesses. It's so funny. When I share anything that I'm struggling with, like eating a cheeseburger or pizza, people love those posts. I get like 500 likes. I'm like, thanks. I show my abs, I get 2 likes. I show me eating a burger, I get 500 likes. You got to show vulnerability and realness on social media. Facebook is like a craft. You have to work at it, and you have to get better at it. You're not going to know what you're doing right away. You're not going to have all the friends in the world. So you have to continue adding people to your audience. Think about all the people that you know, and then think about all the people they know, and all the places you've ever worked, where you went to school, your husband's work, and those people, the people who are parents in your kids' class. Anytime I meet somebody, like if I was talking to the receptionist at the lobby, I would find a way to become Facebook friends with her. Like everybody. The person sitting next to me in Taekwondo, we're talking, she asked me about my earrings once. And I was like, oh, I got them at, oh, look, hold on. Yeah, I got them at that place. And I talked to her about, are you on Facebook? Oh, you are? Is that your son over there? How old is she or he? And then we connect, and then I become friends with her on Facebook. I don't send her a message asking her to join my challenge group, but I become friends with her, because when I become friends with her, my stuff shows up to more people. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my storing place. Find people, get them in Facebook, become friends with them, and then inspire them by living out loud on social media every single day. Okay. I don't know. I want to open up the questions, because I know so many people are like, I'm struggling with this, or I'm struggling with that. So that's a little bit about my story. I went, like I said, from Emerald. I've been in this 3.5 years, not even 4 years. I know this is recorded, and I don't really care. My first year, I made $17,000. I didn't know what I was doing. And that's actually not that bad for a little side thing that you don't know what you're doing. My second year, and I'm talking about paychecks that were like $19, and then sometimes $200, and then go down to $70. And then I think I had my first big one was like $600, and then it went back down to like $140, and then it went down to $20. It was all over the place. Second year was $65,000. So I went from 17 to 65. I don't know who can get a pay raise like that in the workforce, but that don't happen. The next year after that was 101,000. That was last year. And this year, right now, it's hard to predict because it continues to go up. It's not a steady flow of income. So when I do a prediction, it should be around 186,000. And to think that I got into this because I just needed community, and that I just needed to get in shape and feel good about myself again. And I was so passionate about telling other moms that this is possible for them, not the business, that they could get in shape, that they could feel beautiful and wonderful again like they did before kids. That was my passion, and I've tried to stay anchored to that when I talk on social media, because that's the message that comes naturally for me. To think that kind of income, I don't need it. I don't need it. The things that it's blessed my family with is bonkers. Like to go to New York City, or to, I don't know, we rented a beach house in Merle's Inlet, and boom, just paid for it. We don't create debt. I wanted a Jeep. I wanted to get rid of the mommy van. I was so done with the mommy van, the Honda Odyssey. And we paid cash, no debt for my family, no debt to pass on to my kids. The freedom in that is amazing. And the stress on the marriage, it's not there. That's the number one reason for divorce is finances, which is crazy. And that's not in our family. When I buy this laptop, I buy it with cash. When I buy my car, I buy it with cash. And it's only because I had this extra Beachbody money, because it helped me get fit and healthy. And now I'm loving on all these women all over the country, taking care of them, showing them that it's possible for them too. I don't feel icky and sticky about that at all. So that's why I'm okay with sharing the numbers, because that number is probably a direct reflection of Ren and all of these people who are being helped all across the country if I hadn't made that decision. So it's cool to make a lot of money. It helps my family, but it's cool to know that those are people. That's a lot of people whose lives are changed. Who knows where Ren would be if she had never gotten in with this? She might have had another baby with the weight that she already had on her, right? And she would have continued gathering it. And I don't know. That blows my mind when I think about people. For example, Michael Dooley is one of our coaches on our team. He's more of a discount coach. He lost 105 pounds with Beachbody in our challenge groups. His life is completely different. He's a whole different person. His kids were starting to become his trend, you know what I mean? And him and Stephanie get up every morning and they work out together, and their kids see it. Their life is completely different now because of that. And so it's just, I don't know. I can't think of a better job. Honestly, I always wonder when people don't want to do this. I'm like, why? You're getting healthy and in shape. You're making money, but you're making honest money because you're helping people. It's not a sticky thing. I'm not selling people face wash to get rid of something so that I'll make a residual income off of it. And I'm not downing Miriam or Roden Fields. I just get bombarded in my inbox. So I'm like, is there something wrong with my face? You can send me a message, tell me I need some wrinkle cream. Sorry. Anyways, that's my story. And I wanted to give you guys some hope that it can be as big as you want it to be, but you have to be consistent and you have to be a fighter. And there are going to be moments when it sucks. There are going to be moments when people laugh at you. There are going to be moments when people block you on Facebook because they're so tired of seeing you work out. And that's them. That's not you. That's something they're struggling with. And so you can't take it personally. You have to just keep going and doing you and inspiring people, because I guarantee from the one person that's annoyed, even if it's a family member, which family members are the worst sometimes, there's 100 people who love your posts every day. They love seeing it. But people can come around. My brother is my biggest hater. Biggest hater. Every time I get a message from him, I'm like, he'd say, Jatana, why don't you just get a like page and have a personal page? Like, and then we won't like your like page. We can just get your family photos and stuff. And you don't, I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I got to warm market. I'm sticking with my personal page. Like page is a whole nother gorilla, and I'm not ready for that. Jatana, here's an article on narcissism. You're a narcissist. Thanks, brother. I love you too. No, I have to take selfies because people need to want to come into Jatana's world, and they want to be a part of it. They want to be inspired by it. And he didn't understand that. Well, guess what? Now they're a diamond on our team. So it took time, but he is kicking himself saying, dang, why didn't I start earlier? I'd have been higher up on your team. And he'd been further down the road. So keep going, stay consistent, and take advantage of this Team Cup and do bigger things than you're used to doing during this 30 days. So you guys, I want to see you guys hit all the tiers. 75 points for the whole team is the only way you're going to get that cute little skateboard. I'm excited about that. So I want to open up for questions. If you guys have any questions about anything, I am an open book, so I'll share whatever you want to have questions on.
Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, just unmute your lines. But I just want to say, first of all, that was amazing. Like, I've heard your story before, but hearing it from the very beginning and, like, you taking it, like, I am in some of those spots, and I've been in the spots in the beginning. And so it's really, like, it gave me chills at times to know where I can go with this. And I want to do that. I want what you have, and I'm going to work my butt off and get there. So it's just really cool to hear how you were in the beginning, because to most of these people, like, a lot of our coaches are newer, so they don't really know your beginning story. So for them to kind of hear what happened to a top coach, like how did a top coach get there, it's really awesome. And I appreciate you sharing all that.
Absolutely. And just to throw in there, what you said was super valuable. If Ren is looking at Jatana and saying, I'm doing what she's doing, I'm doing exactly what she's doing, I'm mimicking what works, and I'm doing it consistently, and I'm doing it every day, I can look and see that's where I'm going to be 3 years from now. Like, there's a guarantee that's where, if she's hitting Success Club 5 to 10 above, and she's signing 2 coaches a month, that's where she's going to be. So I do that. I look at other people and I'm like, all right, this girl's got 2 years on me. Where am I going to be in 2 years? Oh, $600,000 a year. Are you crazy? That's insane. I can't even, like, that's not make believe. That's Summer Tucker. Actually, she makes $850,000 last year. So yeah.
I love Summer.
She's awesome. And she's just like, same thing. Girl wears headbands and husband was in the military. You know, nothing, not some special marketing guru or anything. So, all right. Sorry. Questions?
Buddy?
You guys all love to invite people. You all know how to follow up. You've all got a challenge group started. You all are doing the health vet, right? You're all working out every single day, 6 days a week. It's on the meal plan. You invite like a champ, right? You get the best invites ever. And you know how to follow up. I'm trying to probe some questions here. What do you say?
I'll ask a question. I'll ask something.
Okay, I was about to start asking questions to y'all.
So if you sent someone a message like tonight and y'all were talking back and forth and they were super interested, and then, you know, you give them the link and then they quiet, how long do you wait before you follow up?
So what link are you referring to?
Like a challenge pack.
Okay. So my trend since September of last year, I've been doing this for about a year now, this trend of cycles. And you guys have heard me talk about my challenge group sneak peeks. That's the way I do things now. I felt like when people are in a group and they're all deciding together to do this, that it's easier than when it's just me talking to Stephanie and she's like, I don't know, maybe Jatana's trying to sell me something. I don't know if this is real. Like, it's awkward. So I love the challenge group sneak peeks. I put everybody that's ever been interested in there. I just started the health vet tonight. I like to spin it up on social media. I'm like, and honestly, it's just me procrastinating. Like, I don't have a plan yet. I don't have a plan. Hi guys, I'm so excited. I have this really cool concept coming out. And I'm like, I don't have a plan. I'm gonna figure it out somehow. But I put them in the challenge group sneak peek. If I've posted the link in that group and I go through and everybody that's asked to be a part of the group, all their names written down, if they haven't purchased, I usually send them a private message and I'm like, hey, Melanie, I know you are interested in doing our 21-day fix group and it's getting started on August 22nd. I'm just throwing dates out. On August 22nd. And we have to have the stuff ordered by August 15th. I don't know what 7 days before that is. August 15th. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. It's going to be so much fun. And 21 days, we're going to meal plan, meal prep. Everything's going to be like tailored to what you need. And I don't want you to miss a spot. So you let me know. I'll keep you in there until 5 o'clock tomorrow. And you give me your decision. And I run these groups every month, girl. So if you can't do it now, it's totally cool. I'll make sure I save you a spot in my next group. And I leave it at that. Like, I don't want to be desperate, but I want to let them know. Sometimes the follow-up is so important because the group's in the forefront of your mind, but it's not in the forefront of everybody else's mind. They're thinking about everything else going on in their world. Some of them don't get on Facebook like once a day. And so they don't think about it all the time. So that follow-up is so key. But following up, letting them know a deadline, like 5 o'clock tomorrow, or I'm gonna take you out and you're totally welcome to join my next one if this is not your time. It gives them a deadline. It gives them a point of having to make a decision and not just sitting there with a link in the back office in your messages. That's my trend.
I love that. And I like how you said, like, everyone's so scared to follow up because they're like, I was in the beginning. Like, I hated following up. I never did it. And that's why I didn't hit Success Club for so long, because it really happens in the follow-up. But, like, people are scared too because they're like, she's going to think I'm bugging her. But really, you are thinking about it more than that person is. And they've probably forgotten about it. So without your follow-up, like, really, you think about it all day because that's what you do. But they don't. So it took me a while to realize that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And if you make sure your mindset's right before you're doing it, actually every day, your mindset needs to be right. Because if your mindset is, oh my gosh, I feel amazing, or I can't believe that this product is helping me this much, I want to tell everybody about it. When I follow up, I'm following up with, oh my gosh, girl, you've got to do this. What are you doing? Hurry up. It's 5 o'clock tomorrow. Come on, get on it. We're going to have so much fun. And they feed off of that energy. And when you're hesitant and your words are hesitant because you're nervous, because you feel like you're not offering anything of value, which I struggled with that, honestly. I struggled with coaching. Like, even with Ren signing up with me, I see somebody like Ren, I'm like, man, what if she signed up with Lindsay Matway? Like, she would probably be like 5-star right now or something. Like, Lindsay Matway must have a secret or something and be able to make Ren super successful. And I'm not good enough to make Ren successful or to help her get there. Like, I struggle with that. So I hesitate sometimes to invite coaches to coaching because I'm like, what if I just send them over there? They'll do really good, which is dumb. It's like, why do I not have that confidence in myself? And it's the same with challengers. You can change their life. So go at it that way with that mindset.
I can honestly say I would not be Diamond if I signed with anyone else. I promise you that. I would not have kept going. I would have quit a long time ago because I've tried everything in the books and I quit within like months. This is the only thing. I'm going on 2 years in October. I'll never stop. And that's because of you.
Aww. Well, you're a pretty driven woman, so.
Well, we'll say it's because of Josh, because really he's my coach.
That's right. Epic Failure. Is that the name of the group or something?
We're the Epic Failures.
He definitely claims it, though. And it was so funny. We were up in our room, and I'm like, you know what? I have a call with your coach. Maybe you should lead the call. And my kids go, lead it, lead it. they cheering him on. He's like, I'm not going down there. I'm in my underwear. I'm leave no call.
Will Josh lead my call next time?
Oh, he would love to. He would.
Get him on a call. I'm not kidding. Epic, like, husband. Let's do it.
No, he's really great. He's super supportive, and he gets the business. So he would do it if it's not too late, because he gets up at 4 in the morning.
Well, we could make a special time for him.
What questions do you guys have? Stephanie, Effie, Melanie, 903 girl in Texas. And I think it is.
Y'all, now's your chance. You almost have a one-on-one with Jatana. Like, come on. Ask her anything. What'd you eat for lunch?
Pizza, New York pizza. And I had a cheesecake in my bed, red velvet cake.
Sounds delicious.
80-20 rule, right?
I had deep dish pizza in Chicago all weekend. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah. Gotta live a little and then be consistent the rest of the time.
Okay, and then jump back in. Okay, I have another question if no one else is going to ask.
Okay, I was going to ask Stephanie a question.
One more question, and then I'm going to mute my line. Are you doing like another challenge group besides the health bet, or is the health bet your next challenge group?
So right now we have Country Heat going on, and that was a big orchestrated thing. That was crazy. Nicole killed me. I'm just kidding. No, that was crazy. So that was fun. And that's almost over. I think, what are we, like on day 20 or something? And so the health bet is going to start on September 5th. That's I can only handle one group a month. Like, my life I can't do it. I can't do any more than that. And I didn't get in this business do I get stressed out? Yes, absolutely. But I do measure my stress levels and say, okay, let's do the things that you need to keep your business going, and don't do too much that's going to make you not want to do the business anymore. And so one group a month, September 5th, 30 days with the health bet. It's one of Beachbody's promotions. So I thought, hey, they're going to give my customers free money. That's awesome. So I'm going to take advantage of it. It's something fun and different and new that I've never done before. So yeah, just one group a month. I change it every month. I change the title or the rhythm of it. And it gives me something to promote. And it's always like, it's starting on this date, 7 days before. You have to order your challenge pack by this date. And every single month I've been doing that. And I hit Success Club very easily with that process.
So to go on with, new question. This is kind of off of that same thing. Me and my Team Cup team, we have a group that like the deadline to order is tomorrow. But would it be better for us to like jump on there, like do a live video and be like, oh my gosh, look what Beachbody just did. We're going to extend the group another week for those of you to get in on this like health bet, because we don't have a bunch that have committed. So would you recommend doing it that way or a different way, or doing like a whole nother group?
No, I would just, how many people do you have purchase challenge packs? The only problem is you don't want customers who purchase that are like, well, I wanted to start. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Has any, Melanie? I don't know that any of them have yet. They're all just like, they have the links and they're like excited and they just haven't done it yet. And that might push them.
Okay. I would go Facebook Live tomorrow morning, maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, when that's like prime time Facebook. Or you could do it tonight, because there's a lot of people laying in bed right now scrolling on their phones, because it's Sunday nights, end of the weekend. That's just what we do. And go watch my video. Watch the video that I did. I did it yesterday, I think, in my office where Josh was there. And I was just saying, I'm so excited. There's this really cool group that I'm going to be starting, and you're going to be my accountability partner. But there's another cool factor. There's a lot of money involved. And people perked up and were interested in this new group. And I said, private message me or comment below if you're interested. And I think I got 14 messages of people interested. So I sent all of them a little paragraph that said, this is what it's going to entail. Here's the link to join the group. Put everybody in that darn group. They haven't bought yet. Put them all in the group. And then I will go live probably tomorrow morning explaining the health bet to them. And so September 5th when we start, so they have to have their stuff ordered by the 29th. Yeah.
Thank you.
I would extend it for sure. And there's been months with my challenge groups where I didn't get the results that I wanted. And so I give it an extra week so that I could get more people in there and hit Success Club. So
Thank you.
yeah. All right. So I have a question. When somebody says the challenge pack's too expensive, what do you say? That's just I don't know, $140, that's too much money. Can't afford that right now. What was your conversation before they came to that? Melanie, go ahead. I saw you on your line.
I think it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
If it's somebody that I'm really good friends with, I'm going to say, sell something. You know, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I would tell them my story. I didn't have the money for my challenge pack either. And I didn't have the money for my husband's challenge pack, but I did it.
Yep.
There's been a lot of times that, you know, we just work things around. Now, if it's somebody that I don't know very well, I might be more tempted to ask them if they have some friends that they know might like to do this with them and go that route.
Mm-hmm. So let me reverse a little bit further back. Somebody messages you and says, I'm interested in your group. What do you say?
Well, I kind of have a different situation right now because I started a local workout group at my church. And so everybody thinks that every group I do is free now. So I kind of had to stop doing that local group at church. And I have a lot of people message me wanting free information. And that would probably be a good question that I have for you, is how you handle people that just want something for free.
So I have a lot of people, obviously I post workout stuff all the time on social media and on my like page and on my Instagram page. And so I'll have a lot of people come to me and say, I'm interested in doing a group with you, or do you ever run free groups, or what do you eat, or what's a good workout to get my abs back, things like that. And I always redirect it, and I probably beat this into Ren's head. I say, hey, Melanie, I'm so excited that you have these questions. That's like super fun for me to have this discussion. First, I want to know, Melanie, what are your fitness goals? Like, what are your ultimate goals? If you could, like, you know, a year from now could be in your ideal spot, what would that be? And then I want to know, like, share with me about your nutrition. Break it down for me. I don't say diet, I say nutrition. Share with me about your nutrition daily, weekends. What does that look like? And then I want to know your number one obstacle. Tell me your number one obstacle that holds you back from achieving that goal. And when people answer those questions, I always get like 4 paragraphs because that's the moment where they're like, oh my gosh, this girl's interested in what I need. This girl's interested in my goals. Okay, what do I eat? And then they start evaluating. So they talk about, like, me and my husband in the middle of getting divorced, so I'm eating like crap and I'm stressed out. I don't have any time to work out because I work 14-hour days, and I've got 2 kids and I pick them up at daycare, and the divorce is so stressful, and like those are just and I have no motivation, and I'm just sad, and like all this stuff comes out, and like, oh, okay. So I break down what they say, and my response is tailored towards their needs. I pick out the red flags of, like, this program would be great for them for this reason. Shakeology is going to be great for them for this reason. Me being their accountability partner is going to be great for them for this reason. I break all that down based on what they need. And then my response back is, Melanie, girl, I'm so sorry you're going through that. That is hard. Sorry, I'm just saying your name. That's hard. Right. And life is hard. And how awesome would it be to I would love to have you in that group. I would love to have you in my group where I can love on you, where I can encourage you and hold you accountable. Because in this time of life that you're going through right now, you need that woman to women community. And that's what you're going to get out of my group. And when you get that, being able to achieve your goals of wanting to lose that 10 pounds from baby Anna, who was born, 7 months ago. You always want to use personal information because it's showing that you are making a connection with them, that you're listening, and that you do care. You should care. Baby Anna was born 7 months ago, and you want to lose that last 12 pounds, and you need that women fellowship in this group that you're going to get. And you are busy. I can't believe how big. You just listed all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, you are busy, girl. The meal plan we're going to provide, it's going to be simple and easy. I'm going to break it down for you where you're going to be able to do it. So don't stress out about that. You're going to have so much more energy to be able to get through this crazy day that you have. Like, I break down everything that they said and tailor it to the experience that we provide, which is the meal plan, portion control. And the meal plan's already done for them. Like, Beachbody sends it to them in a little package, and you can just help them understand it and formulate it to their life and what foods they like. The challenge group experience obviously provides something for them. And then you as their coach and their friend provide something for them, and that you actually care about them achieving their goals. Listening to their story, but you got to ask the questions. You can't jump right into like, it's 21 day fix and it costs this much. You got to ask questions. So anytime somebody's interested, I say, I'm not telling you nothing. I need to know more about you. Because once I know more about you, then I know how I can help you. And I listened to their story. I grabbed their story, I put it in the little box, and I said, this is where you're going to be in 21 days. You're going to feel confident in your own skin. You're going to go through that crazy time in life with a lot more energy. You're going to be healthier, even though life is throwing all this, like, I'm just using divorce because for some reason that's been the trend in my inbox right now, which is terribly sad. But a lot of women going through separation and divorce. So that was why I used that random example. So just make sure you're doing that every single, and it's exhausting sometimes. It's emotionally exhausting. You just want to be like, here's the link, buy a challenge pack and get me. But you can't. Like, people don't care what you have to say until they know you care. So you've got to start at that point first. You have got to ask questions about their life, and then you've got to listen, and then make sure your response is crafted perfectly to what they need, and then they know you care, and it's up to them to make that decision. You can't make it for them. And then that's where I follow up later when they haven't responded, and I say, hey, I know we had this conversation. I would love for you to be a part of this group. I think it's going to be a perfect opportunity for you. I need to know by 5 o'clock tomorrow. If not, it's totally okay. I run groups every month, so you can jump in my next one if you can't. And literally, I've had 14 of those exact conversations today. Not the divorce one, but those conversations, that exchange of, I ask you questions, you give me lots of answers, I listen, I respond. Okay, you didn't respond to me. You got to order by this time, and over and over and over and over again. And then I get better at it the more I do it. I get better at listening and better at responding and hearing my cues that I needed to hear when they talk to me. So, sorry, I can go on a rant.
That's some really great advice.
Good.
I've been a coach for 6 months now, and I'm just now starting to get it that I need to make it about the other person more. Because if somebody messages me and says, hey, let me look at this 21 day fix you have, I get so excited that I might sell something that I'm like, okay, here's the link,
Yeah, and you will create such loyal customers and loyal coaches if you step back from the sale, not worry about the sale, worry about them as a person and where they want to go. And when they do commit to becoming your customer or your coach, they are loyal to you through thick and thin because they know you care. I mean, even Ren said, I don't think I could go with anybody else because she knows I care about her life, her marriage, her kids, where she's at, that she's at Summit. I invested in her early on. I was like, you're going to be there. You are going to Summit because I see big things in you. And so people need to know that you care before they're going to totally trust you or even care what you have to say.
I agree. I think I've learned from 2 of the best.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't be able to do this. I probably would have quit by now if it wasn't for y'all.
Oh, and you're going on the Diamond Retreat, right? Yay, that's insane. You went diamond in 6 months. You beat me, girl. You beat me.
I have no idea how.
Which means you can beat me to 10-star. It took me 3.5 years to be 10-star. You could do that faster.
Me too.
So, exactly. Go for it. Set your goals, reverse engineer it, know exactly what you need to do. You should be signing at least 2 coaches at minimum, non-negotiable, every single month if Beachbody career is your goal. Because that's, you have to keep adding, which means you have to run awesome challenge groups every month. You have to help people get results. Once they get results, they fall in love with the process, and there's a few in there that are like, I really like this. They become coaches, or they're even a discount coach sometimes. And you repeat that every single month.
I'm working on it.
You got this. What about you, Stephanie? What you got, girlfriend? What's churning in your head right now?
I actually just had somebody text me to let me know that it's too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I had asked him several questions, and one of my questions was like, what do you think you would need, or like, what are your goals? And he goes, well, really all I need is a treadmill and to lose 50 pounds. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a lot cheaper than a treadmill, dude.
That's true.
So, like, I don't know. He had talked about it months ago, but he was getting over an injury. Well, now he's over the injury, but now it's like a money thing. So,
yeah, guys, honestly, is it a guy?
Yeah.
They're the hardest. They're very analytical.
Okay.
Normally, most guys are very analytical, and so they analyze everything before making a decision. But he also might be whirling around in excuses, because honestly, unless there's really a financial issue, like there are people that have real financial reasons why they can't do this. Most people spend $140 like that at Target. So you have to paint that picture for them, and ask good questions. You know what I mean? And ask them, say, so when are you getting a treadmill?
Okay.
I'm excited to see your pictures. Like, what kind of treadmill are you gonna get? Like, are you gonna do it every day, or when are you gonna do the treadmill? Are you gonna do it in the morning or at night? How long are you gonna run? Have you gone to the gym and done it before? Like, do you go at level 7? Like, ask him questions about it, because he's gonna start questioning himself and say, well, the treadmill I saw on Craigslist was $750, and I gotta go pick it up, but I don't have a truck, so I'm not real sure. But I used to use the treadmill at the gym, and I'm like, cool, you used to use it at the gym. How long did you go? And if you did go, did you get results? Like, did you lose some weight when you went to the gym and used the treadmill? And then you need to start asking questions about his eating, which guys don't like to talk about, because most guys are like, they feel like they're 18 years old, but when they turn 30, you're not 18 years old anymore, so you can't eat all the pizza and beer that you want. But I would ask questions about the treadmill. Anytime somebody's like, I do Zumba, or I'm a runner, I'm like, cool, tell me about it. Share with me about it. Like, what do you know? And a lot of times they'll put themselves in a corner.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah. And be patient, because sometimes it'll just need to be his realization of like, this ain't working.
I want to just add something in there. When I first found you, one of my friends led me to you, and I watched you for a little bit, and then I tried a few other things, and then you did this one post, and it was something like calling all tired mamas or something, and I was like, whatever you said described me to a T. So that's when I sent you a message. I was one of those, I wouldn't comment on your post because I was scared too. So I sent you a message, and we talked for a little bit. You got all this out of me, that, what was going on with me. Then I got the link, and I was like, oh, nope, can't do that. And I told you it's too expensive, and you were like, I'll be here for you, whatever. So, as a coach, if someone had said that to me, I would have been like, she's not going to do it, that's that. But me, as a person, I was like, I'm doing this. I am going to find a way, and I'm going to do it. And so I went and moved stuff around financially. I sold some of my stuff in my house. And the next post you did, it was something like the mom boss post, maybe. I don't remember what it was, but you did that, and I sent you a message that said, I'm doing this. Like, I'm ready. And you sent me the link, and we, like, did it through Josh's, and I was like, all right, done. You're like, really? But because I was ready. Like, I made it happen because you made it. It was because of you. And I kept watching you, and you were consistent. And if you wouldn't have stuck with it and you wouldn't have kept posting, I wouldn't have come back and joined you. I would have spent my money on another freaking wrap to try to, lose inches. So you being consistent while I was moving stuff around financially, that's what made me come back.
Love it. And you hear she was tied to what drew her to me was a vulnerable post. And so you have to share your story. Everybody has a story. Everybody. And don't be like, my story's boring. Like, I don't have a story. I have a loving marriage and a 6-figure income before Beachbody and a wonderful home and kids. Like, what would I talk about that would be a story that would attract people and that they could relate to? I dug deep. I said, you know what? I'm a little miserable in my skin. And there's a lot of mamas out there that have it all together and they have the lovely home, but they're still miserable. I can help them. So you have to share on your social media and be super vulnerable. And it's a scary place to be because there's a lot of judgment that comes in that. But I feel like if you're sharing from your heart and you're being you, if somebody wants to judge you, bye-bye. Like, you can't worry about that. You have to be you. And you're going to attract people and you're going to inspire people. And I don't know Ren. Like, I don't even know how we met. That's the power of social. Your Facebook page has to be public. Ren wouldn't have seen all my posts if I had it in a private setting. She wouldn't have been able to see my consistency if I had it in a private setting. Now, you can put certain posts to friends only, so don't freak out. But I would make your profile public and every post be public unless it's something that you're like, I don't want everybody to know that we just bought, something that you have in your house, or I just took pictures of my kids' first day of school and I don't want everybody to see where they went to school, whatever. You can put friends only. But your profile should be public. Otherwise, Ren would never have seen all my stuff when she started creeping on my page.
Because I stalked you for whenever she was like, go check out Jatana Jackson. She does all this fitness stuff. Jenny Brewer. And I've tried and tried and tried to get her. She will not even be a challenger, and she needs it, but she will one day. But she did like one of your free groups, I think. But if your profile wasn't public, I wouldn't be here right now, because I creeped on you before I sent you a friend request, because back then I was like, no one can know anything about me. I'm only friending these people that I know. So, Lord, I've learned a lot. But, yeah, if it wasn't public, I wouldn't be here because I creeped.
Yep, so that's a testimony that you guys need to make sure your stuff is available for people to see, because people are watching. There are Rens out there watching your page, wondering if you're going to stay consistent with it. You know what I mean? And continue getting transformation, guys. They need to see that. They need to see before and afters of you. Okay? So everybody should be transforming their bodies. I still have transformations because I get fluffy in the winter. You're like a little comfortable, and the holidays give me wine. And then I always have a transformation after that. So make sure you continue to better yourself and show your audience that you're doing that. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, we can wrap it up now. Thank you so much. I don't know, I know everyone on here, their world has been rocked because mine has, and I've heard this before, but just hearing it again, it's really awesome. And like, I want to stay up for another 2 hours and follow up with everyone because I'm fired up right now. Like, I'm ready to go. So thank you so much for doing this, for taking time out of New York. Thank you. We love you.
Hey, I was going to say something if I can.
Yeah.
You have a minute?
What are we doing?
You have a minute?
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk.
I don't see your picture. For some reason, your picture's not there.
I don't know what's happened to it. I didn't know.
It's okay. We can hear you.
Well, my dog kind of was trying to get me off the computer, I guess. She kind of hit one of the keys. What was I going to say now? I mean, I feel like I've told my story over and over and over. And everybody knows it, which Ria knows, Melanie kind of knows that I've got lots and lots of people interested. And But it's like sometimes, well, it's just like the other day, one of them went on, I think it was our sneak peek, and was questioning Melanie, and she did read the same way. I'm like, that girl don't think I know what I'm talking about. And she told me, she said, oh, I got all the same answers that you gave me. I said, well, I told you I knew what I was talking about. But I mean, she has been to the point where she was sitting right with me on her phone, filling out the form for a coach and to get a challenge pack, and stopped. She can sign up free for a coach because she's, you know, been in the military. But, and I have so many people, all my people are like that. I mean, I think they're all going to sign up at one time because I'm not going to give up. I know, like you said, they're still watching. And, you know, I'm going to keep trying too. I'm not giving up because I love being a coach. I love helping people. I love what it's done for me. And, you know, I want to see other people, you know, just help them too.
Following up with that, you know what I mean? Like with coaching, one of the things that I do to follow up with people who are interested in coaching is my training groups. Every time I have a list of anybody who's ever mentioned that they're interested in coaching. And every first Monday of the month, I start a new training group. And I say, hey, Stephanie, I know you said you're interested in coaching. I just want to let you know my new coach training starts on September 5th. So if you want to jump in now, there's a new coach checklist that we got to get started on. You might want to go ahead and do it. Let me know, because I wanted you to have a spot in our training group. And you got to remind them, you know what I mean? Sometimes life gets busy and they don't think about it. So the follow-up is key for sure. And utilize the training groups as an opportunity to say, we have a deadline. Like, are you going to do it this month? And you could skip like 2 or 3 months if they keep telling you no. Obviously, you don't want to keep asking every single month. But and here's the other thing with challengers and coaching. You have to share on your social media what coaching's doing for you. And I'm not saying you got to share that you've made $1,000 paycheck. Even if your paycheck was $100 and you're like, I just went out to dinner with my husband and it was amazing. And look at this gorgeous steak that we had. I feel so blessed that I was able to take this time out and have a gorgeous dinner with him. And guess what? We didn't even touch our bank account. I'm so thankful for this coaching opportunity that I was able to bless my husband with a fun night out. And we had a wonderful steak dinner, and we did not mess with our credit card or our bill account or anything like that. And when you share that, there's a lot of women out there going, gosh, we don't even do date nights because we just can't. I remember friends invited us to do salsa dancing. It was $14 a person. And me and Josh were like, we don't have enough money. That was when we were first married. We didn't have $14 to go salsa dancing. I was like, oh, that sucks. But there are people out there who feel that way. So share that. You got to share stuff about coaching and what it's doing for your life, like at least once a week. At least once a week. And it can be little and it can be big. And obviously your challengers. The more you post challenge group stuff, the more you're going to get that. The more you post coaching stuff, the more coaches you're going to get. So you need an equal balance of both. I don't know. I just totally took over Effie's thing.
And I muted her because there was some like back stuff going on. So I didn't want her to think I was cutting her off, but I muted so that I couldn't hear what was being said. Okay, let's take a picture before we forget, because like I forget every time.
Wait, tell me when.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. And I'm like, okay, I think I hopefully got a good one. Okay, thank you so much again, Jatana, for doing this. Like I just said, I'm fired up now. I'm ready to go 2-star by the end of the year. Saying it out loud, it's happening. Madison wants another picture.
Stephanie, your coach?
Yes, Stephanie's my coach.
Is she in the opposite leg of Melanie?
Yes.
Come on, Stephanie. Do it. You could do it. I'm going to be running a diamond retreat again, and it's probably going to be either early spring or February, and it's going to be an amazing location. So that is a goal If it's in your, like, not everybody has those goals, and that's okay. But if it's something that's a goal of yours, it's a way to say, I want to be on the diamond retreat in Miami or Destin in this gorgeous mansion. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then reverse engineer. What do I have to do to get to diamond? Put those little circles on your chart, and every time you sign a code, check. And yeah, it happens just like it did with Melanie. Oh, look at the sweet baby, fuzzy head. All right, well, I'm gonna get to bed before my husband goes to bed so that I don't wake him up.
Thank you so much. Have a great night. Enjoy New York City. I love your haircut.
Oh, you're gonna go to the Stardust Diner, right?
What's that?
It's like right off of Times Square, but all of the waiters and waitresses are aspiring Broadway performers. Last time I went in July. I went 3 times in one trip because it's worth it. The food's good. The singing's great. Like, they sing the whole time you're there.
Oh, that's fun. We just got tickets to Aladdin tonight.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We had our boys vote, and they both voted Aladdin at the end. So I was like, whatever. But people also said that Aladdin was, like, funny and humorous rather than just artsy.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll appreciate the artsy stuff. They'll just want to laugh and have fun watching it.
The guy that plays Aladdin used to work there at that diner.
Very cool. Very cool. We'll have to try it out. Like, I'm nervous because Josh has a meeting at NYU tomorrow, and so I gotta take the kids somewhere by myself. I'm like, don't touch that. You're gonna get Ebola. Stop touching things. They're like crawling on the ground, like, ugh, sanitize them now.
The zoo's good. Oh, the night at the museum. The museum's there, and it's free.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we've seen that movie together. I'll have to look that up. There's a lot of neat things to do. But all right, I love you guys. Have a great night. Team call on Wednesday night is going to be, we haven't announced this yet, but I'll go ahead and tell y'all. It's going to be Tracy Morrow. She is a founding Beachbody coach, a strong Christian woman. Our great-great-great-great-grandmother were actually in her downline. So she's an invested interest to help our team grow. She is mentored directly from John C. Maxwell. He's one of her, like, they mentor each other. He mentors her personally, like, face to face, which is crazy. So she's going to be on our team call on Wednesday at 9. So
that is so exciting. I can't wait for that. I loved hearing her speak at Summit. I love her.
Yeah. If I could be anybody when I grow up, if I could be Tracy Morrow, I'd be doing really well.
Okay, awesome. Y'all be on that call Wednesday night. You're going to hear another world of awesomeness, just like we did tonight. So you guys have a great night. Enjoy New York City, Jatana. Y'all go follow up my Team Cup team. Kick some booty. Anna, you're on a Team Cup team too, so kick some butt. And I'll see you guys later. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.